I have been born again, so to speak. I was totally handicapped, dependent on my daughters to push me around in a wheelchair, and now I'm independent again. I like to be able to look if I want to look for a long time or browse around, and I couldn't browse around before because I had to hurry to make sure I wasn't dead tired by the time I found what I wanted. When I go somewhere, I want to go sightseeing, and if you have to walk, like me, then you're not going to go. You can take the Easy Travel apart, you can put it together, fold it up just like a stroller. So I travel just like young mothers with little ones. It's a super value. I'd pay twice the money, and I don't have it, but I'd pay twice the price for the Easy Travel. It is great. It's changed my life. It really has. Difficulty with the Easy Travel? No such word. It isn't in the vocabulary. So you should get a lot of phone calls or a lot of letters because people just love it.
Prior to finding the Easy Travel scooter, we were using a wheelchair, and my wife had to do all the pushing. And on a level, it's not too bad to push, but when you start going up ramps, it starts hurting a little. So she was delighted, right, Jean? That she says, well, boy, if this is something we can use, let's get it. With my MS, it's been progressively over the years. I've had it since 1974, but it's very difficult for me to walk. I walk with 2 canes or a walker, but I can't walk very far. And so now with this, I can go to the mall with my wife and go shopping. With the Easy Travel, we went to SeaWorld with the family, and when we had done it before, somebody had to push me in that darn wheelchair. But with my Easy Travel, I was able to stay there about 4 hours and went to everything we wanted to go to, all the shows, up and down the hills that are in the establishment, and worked out just fine. We were tickled to death to find something that I could be a little more independent.
We went to Oklahoma Memorial and then to this museum in Oklahoma City. And it's a Western Heritage Museum. It's huge. And I would not have been able to see 10% of it if it hadn't been for this Easy Travel. Now, I have a neurological disorder called CMT, and if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be able to get around and see half the things I'm doing. A Jeep Wrangler is a pretty small vehicle, and it fits in there, and I'm able to put my stroller in there too, and other luggage. It folds up very compactly.
I can travel anywhere, any place, any time, where I couldn't walk there before. I went to Costco and I had a ball. I could go anywhere. I went through the store. I was there for an hour and a half and I loved every minute of it. And I lay it all on my little Easy Travel because I could have never done it without it. The reason that I was sold on the Easy Travel was all of the mobility chairs. You had to have a lift, you had to have a rack, or you had to have a little trailer to carry them on because they don't fold up like my Easy Travel and put in the trunk of my little compact car. I wouldn't sell it back to them for 10 times the price I paid for it.
It's so lightweight and yet so maneuverable, and I can cover so much distance. I have a grandchild who's almost 2 years old, and when I go to her house or she comes to my house, the greatest thing in the world is for her to get in her little wagon, and then I just attach it with a chain or a rope, and I pull her. And she just thinks I'm the cat's meow. Or else she sits right here on my lap, and it's wonderful. You know, I'm the most popular member of the family.
We travel with it, and it folds up into the back of a car to a cabinet in our RV, and it gives us the freedom to move around. Oh, it's very easy. It's beautifully engineered. It comes apart very easily and puts back together easily. And, yes, it's a gem.
I'm part of an MS support group. Now, people with a chronic disease, just like elderly people, they don't really want to see themselves as disabled any more than they have to. And yet, to use a cane can be absolutely necessary, to use a walker. The realization that you can use a scooter like this and have independence even is something it's a psychological thing. And now that I have it, they're all envious. I'm too young to be inactive. I mean, I think I'd say that if I were 87.